This morning, the AZIMIO senators have taken a position that, in fact, we cannot allow somebody like Moses KURIA to appear before the Senate and soil the hallowed halls of Parliament. Moses KURIA, as you know, is the poster child of hate speech and ethnic contempt in this country. He's a very acerbic tongue. He's a staff of legend in this country. And for the Senate to afford him an opportunity to essentially sanitize himself this morning, especially in the circumstances that he is facing a censure motion that has been brought by the minority side. That motion has not been dispensed with. We want to discuss his conduct, especially his recent unwarranted attacks on the fourth estate in this country. He has threatened members of the media. We have seen other members of the administration calling the media fraternity in this country as members of AZIMIO, as members of the opposition, people who are pushing propaganda on behalf of the opposition. We, as elected members, took an oath in this House to protect the Constitution at all costs. And media freedom is a key pillar of any democratic state. So for somebody who has used such vile language that we cannot even repeat here, directed at members of the press, to again be allowed to speak to members of the Senate here, and to even receive live coverage from some of your media houses, is something that is baffling to many of us. For us, we have chosen not to be party to this. We have raised objections with the Speaker. The Speaker has ruled that Moses KURIA can continue, but we will have no part in it as members of the AZIMIO coalition. In fact, my friends here have suggested that when such people come to this House, in addition to the security checks that are installed at Parliament there to detect metal and the other things, we need a standby alcohol team to make sure that the person appearing before us is actually sober. But personally, I have said that in the case of Moses KURIA, blaming alcohol is a misdiagnosis. His problem is far more systemic, and he needs to seek help, given the sort of outbursts we have seen directed at members of the media. So I will allow members of the caucus to also speak to this issue. I want to thank you for being steadfast in defense of the Constitution, that we will not allow people like Moses KURIA to use the hallowed halls of Parliament to sanitize their misconduct.
I will therefore allow the Cabinet Secretary to proceed to respond to the question as asked by Senator for Marsabit, Senator Mohamed Chute. Senator Mohamed Chute, proceed to ask. Senator Kajwang. Senator Kajwang. You're out of order. Proceed.